one of the things I find with IMSM is that everywhere you go, that if you're in South America or if you're in Europe or if you're in Asia or somewhere else, and you're anywhere, that there are ISOs, that there's that IMSM is local. So wherever you go, there's always somebody there that can help you with your ISOs. And so we find that like in a lot of different industries that that will happen.
Right. Yeah.
So timing, can I ask Mike, so like the typical time, and I know that either Anthony or Jay said that, they did some, one of these in 4 months, but what is the typical time of just AS9100? Like just for the average deal that you do?
I would say 6 to 9 months.
Okay.
6 to 9 months.
Especially if you use a registrar that's in the OASIS database. One of the issues with using those type of registrars is they have to qualify you, see if they want to do that. So, and you got to have some history and of what you're doing, and have to have some clients, and have some product history.
Yeah.
And then after they do that, they do a gap, and then they do a site inspection, and they give you a gap analysis using their forms, forms 1 through 5, and the peer group forms and that kind of stuff. So anyway, and then they give you about 3 months to clean up your the findings or whatever they had, and then they come back and do the assessment audit. And then they'll wait for you to clean that up, and then come back and give you the final
certificate.
Okay, so it's just long and drawn out, and a lot of them just play a game with you. And instead of, like you and I and us, we know about process audits. And I can audit process. It can be 5 people working on the process or 100 people working on the process. It's going to take me the same amount of time. But they do it. They strictly do it by number of personnel that that's in your company.
Yeah.
So the more personnel you have, the more days you're going to spend on site and preliminary inspections and more costly. So,
well, luckily we have some good working relationships with the registrars that can do this AS9100. So I've never heard a complaint from a client come back at us. But it is the client's choice of which registrar they use for this, of course. But we can steer you in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, I find that a lot of the one of the things that Mike was saying about the DoD, a lot of the ISOs and different things trickle down from what the DoD wants or what they're doing. Like certainly with like the 9100 series, and also with the 27001 or the 27,000 series with information security, that everything just trickles down. The DoD is like using this, or they adapted that, and then the next thing you know, that the public at large has to use it because people want government contracts. There's a lot of money in it, in the government contracts and city contracts and the different parts of the industry. So if you're using like the 9100 and you want to get like a contract or something like that, people are going to be asking that. And fortunately, at IMSM, we do like all of the ISOs.